everybody, and welcome back to Poly Live alongside Ashley Avant. I'm Michael Gershia. We'll be your host again for today. Sorry if you tried to get rid of us after episode 2, but our contracts are valid. We're here coming to you live from the University Union, room 220 at Cal Poly. We've got a packed show, as we always do. We're going to hear from academic advising and learn about selecting classes and kind of being a successful Cal Poly student. We know how important that can be. We're also going to hear from some folks about Change the Status Quo, an exciting event coming up on campus in a couple weeks. But first, Ashley, it's been too long.
It's been a long
I think
time.
even almost a full calendar year. That's
Oh my God,
that's a New Year's joke. But we haven't been with you guys since I think November, October.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I've been pretty good. Yeah, good winter break.
Just pretty good, not
I mean,
really good.
exceptional. Let's
Okay.
go there.
How was your break?
It was good. Went to Disneyland, saw some friends, slept, ate.
This is my
done.
jealous face. Yeah.
There you go.
Rub it in, why don't you?
I mean, Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland.
Right on. Did you go ride all the rides?
I did.
See all the characters?
Oh, you know it.
Eat all the food?
Of course.
So people that went after you didn't have any fun?
No, they didn't. There was no food left. So.
And how's your quarter going?
It's going pretty well. Midterm this Wednesday, so
Ooh.
you know that's really exciting. So
I feel you on that. Story of my life.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
the whole story or just part of the story.
First 2 chapters.
Okay, very nice.
Check the appendix though.
How was your break? What'd you do?
It
What'd you
was
see?
good and it was bad. I went to Hawaii for the first time ever. Got my
How was
tan
that bad?
on. And then I came home and I got in a
Okay.
car accident. And the car was totaled.
Whoa,
Yeah, she was my baby.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing it up. I appreciate that.
Sorry about that.
I'm gonna cry off stage as you do the
Okay.
interviews.
Okay, anyways. Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah,
Well,
it
how was
happens.
Hawaii?
Hawaii was awesome. It was great. If you've never been, go just eat the pineapple. It's
Okay.
way worth
It's
it.
better than,
you
like,
wake up and
like
people are like, I want some pineapple, and you're like, yes I do. And then you go to bed and someone's like, want some more pineapple, and you're like, no, but yes. It's so good.
Okay, so I can't just go to the store and get like Dole.
No,
It's not the same.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Got to go to
Got
Hawaii
your
to
back.
get some pineapple.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, I'm excited for the show today.
I am too. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Most of them are good. This one's gonna be a couple notches up.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Well, got a lot to live for.
Yeah.
All right, well, should we get started with our first guest? We have academic advisor Carly Ked. All right,
Hello.
Hi, Carly. How are you doing today?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
So for those of you who don't know, Carly is an academic advisor here at Cal Poly. Can you tell them how long you've been an advisor and who you advise?
I have been on campus here at Cal Poly for about 2.5 years, and I work in the athletic department. So I work primarily with student athletes, and I get to work with all different majors here at Cal Poly.
Oh, very nice. A nice wide variety.
Yes.
So for students who are interested in planning their future schedules, what kind of tips do you have for them in order to make a solid schedule for next quarter?
Well, pass is up. Registration is coming up quickly. It's kind of a surprise already. So I would encourage students to start planning early. If they want to make an appointment with their advisors, contact them now because the advising centers are really busy. But I would encourage students to not just plan for this quarter, but plan for future quarters.
Absolutely.
Have a 4-year plan in place and look into those resources early on. So if it means, utilizing your flow charts and your degree progress reports, and then also contacting departments, they have their tentative course offerings. So if there's certain courses that are only offered in fall and winter, you recognizing
Important
that
to take
early
those
on,
now.
Yeah.
and take those so it'll open up opportunities for you to get those upper division classes you need to graduate on time.
Very nice. Now you mentioned going to see their advisor. When's the best time that students should go and seek out help from their advisor?
Well, advisors are here every day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, but definitely during registration is the busiest time. So I always encourage students go in the beginning of the quarter, go towards the end of the quarter if they're wanting a longer session, maybe to make a 4-year plan or something like that. But advisors are available all day, every day, along with faculty advisors. Faculty members that have office hours, utilizing them as well, in addition to the advising centers in each college.
Perfect. Now, there's a common misconception here about changing your major. We were wondering if you could debunk that for us. A lot of students are really concerned about changing their major, whether or not they can do it, and what the process is for that.
I think what's really important for students to understand is that there is a process. And so there's a general structure for all of it, but each major has different requirements. So for example, every Cal Poly student has to be here at least 1 quarter before they can start to try and change majors. Once they're here for a quarter, they can start contacting their potential target major that they want to switch into and inquire about an individualized change in major agreement, or what we call the ICMA. So when they enter into an ICMA, all the expectations are out there from the very beginning. So when they meet with an advisor or a faculty member, they will know what classes they need to take, what grades they need to achieve in those specific classes, what overall GPA they need to get in order to get into that major. So the structure of the ICMA can be 1 quarter long or 2 quarter long, and then typically there's a GPA requirement, certain courses you have to take, and that's all a part of the contract. And so if a major offers you the opportunity to get into a contract, then if you fulfill it, you're in. But the other thing is that if you do get into a contract and you don't fulfill it, then you won't have the opportunity to reapply to that specific major.
Okay.
So it really puts you on the fast track, make sure that that's the right decision for you. So I really encourage students to do their homework, do their research, make sure that's the right major they want to go into, talk to faculty in that, talk to advisors, talk to peers, just to make sure that that's what they really want to do and enter into an ICMA.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it sounds like proactivity is a big part of this. If I was interested in changing a major, it sounds like there's just a number of people I can go talk to, kind of just to make sure it might be the right decision.
And 2 resources that current students can utilize right now if they're wanting to change their major or look into it is if they log into their portal, all students have a change of major PolyLearn. So they can go in there and it'll give a lot more information than I'm able to give right now, give you some career exploration opportunities. So I encourage students to go through the PolyLearn inside their portal. And then secondly, sometimes students don't know where to go. So who to exactly contact in that major that they're wanting to attend or apply into. And so in their portal, if you click on the registration and enrollment tab, and then right underneath it there's a link called Change Your Major. And it has all the majors listed, and they can just click on the major they want, and it'll tell them exactly who to contact, their email, and their telephone number.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That makes it really convenient
It
for
does.
students.
It's just a matter of finding the resource.
Yeah, and we actually have a viewer question right now, or a question from the audience. How do you know what quarters classes are offered?
That's where you really want to communicate with your department. It's some departments listed on their website, others you just need to call and ask them. So for the most part, there is a tentative course offering for every single major. And so it's just a matter of talking to that specific major.
Okay, and in terms of majors and minors, I know recently we've had some changes where some minors now aren't offered anymore for students, especially in the College of Business. Do you know anything about any of those?
For minors, if a student wants to go about getting their minor, my biggest encouragement is start early.
Yeah.
Inquire with that specific department about getting a minor. Pretty much every department has one individual that deals with most of the minors. Sometimes there's multiple people you can go and talk to. But the most important thing I would say is fill out the paperwork early on. If that's what you're really wanting to pursue and you're serious about it, make it official, get the paperwork in, and start pursuing that minor early on.
Okay, awesome. And about graduating in 4 years, what should students do to make sure that they stay on track in order to get that graduation?
Well, here at Cal Poly, all students are actually held to a standard of expected academic progress. So completing a certain amount of your degree each year, that's monitored by the university and advisors. And so I think sometimes with minors, what's great if you're trying to incorporate a minor within your major is having things double count. So if there's a certain GE that counts towards your minor and your degree, that's a great way to try and graduate in 4 years. The other opportunity too is to take a summer school class, or I think the more you can plan it out and figure out how many units you have to take each quarter in order to graduate on time and with a minor if that's what you want.
So Carly, for our audience out there and our viewers at home, it sounds kind of like just taking that first step might become to kind of be a challenge for some people. If they're on the fence about changing a major, can I adopt a minor? But it sounds like once they reach out to these resources, the rest of the pieces kind of fall into place naturally.
Right. I think that's one thing I love about working at a college campus is that there are so many people that are willing to help. It's just a matter of students really being proactive and reaching out to an advisor or a faculty member or housing their CSD, or there are people that are willing to help and get you the right resources, but it is kind of on the student to take that first initial step.
Very nice. Well, I think that's all we have today for the advisor, but thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you, Carly. Appreciate it. Round of applause for Carly, everybody. Now, Ashley, I have kind of an important question for you. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but here I go. As we probably are all aware, Thursday is Valentine's Day. I guess I'm just curious. I know I just met you, and this is a little bit crazy, but here's my offer. Be my Valentine, maybe?
Whoa.
Can I get some?
Yeah.
How can you say no to
That's
that?
so true. You know, I would say yes if I'm not sure if this is going to carry on after we're on the air or not. It's just only my only reservation with that.
Right.
So.
No, I'm heartbroken too now. Thanks for that.
Sorry.
If any of you single folks are going to be alone this weekend, like apparently I am, we encourage you to check out the Vagina Monologues. They're doing their 10th show here on campus. They have shows coming up President's Day weekend. So it's going to be February 15th and 16th at 8 p.m. And then they have a show the following day, Sunday the 17th at 3. And it's going to be right here in the Pack Pavilion on campus. You can go there to get your tickets. Your ticket price includes parking. It's kind of a one-stop shop.
There you go.
I have not had the pleasure of attending, but I believe you went last year.
I have.
How was it?
Yeah, I did go last year. My roommate was actually in it our freshman year, so
Nice, very
a lot,
cool.
a lot of experience. It's a really great show to go and see. It's something that's actually performed across the nation.
Right on.
And I could explain it very well, but I think the way that they describe it is more powerful. So I'm going to read what they wrote. They said the performance dives into the mystery, humor, pain, power, wisdom, outrage, and excitement buried in women's experiences. Now, doesn't that just make everybody want to see this show? Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's an awesome experience. It's all student performed. They also have members from the outside community come and perform in the show
Very
as
cool.
well.
That mix is always, it's really good, I think,
Yeah,
when the final
yeah.
product is put up. Yeah.
And I mean, if that didn't get you last year, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I did meet a celebrity when I went.
I wasn't even there, though. How'd you meet me at this event? I didn't
That's
go to.
weird. Second celebrity.
Oh,
We'll go
okay.
with that.
Right.
I don't know if you're familiar with the show Glee.
I've heard about it.
Okay, you've
Yeah.
heard about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
the L with the, right?
Okay,
No?
so there's a character on the show called Coach Beast, and she was at Vagina Monologues last year, and I got to meet her, take a picture. We're
little
real,
autograph,
we're
little
real
photo.
tight.
Nice.
So I mean, you know, hey,
Very
watch
cool.
me on Glee. I may make a guest appearance.
I hope you do. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Well, yeah, we strongly encourage check out the Vagina Monologues. Again, that's this coming President's Day weekend, right here on Cal Poly's campus. With that, we're going to welcome our next guest to the show. From Student Community Services, we have Diane and Jeffrey. How are you both doing today?
Good.
Yeah? Again with this good, Ashley. Oh, my break was good. I'm doing good.
It's like the automatic response.
That's what I'm trying to
It's
get
better
past.
than like bad.
I suppose. So, as we mentioned, you're both from Student Community Services, and you all have an event coming up the following weekend, February 22nd and 23rd.
Yes.
And it's Change the Status Quo. But I don't want to steal your thunder. Maybe go into what Change the Status Quo is. What do we have to look forward to? We want to hear from the people in charge.
Okay, so Jeff and I are part of Student Community Services, as you said, and there are 6 director coordinators who are in charge of a group of 8 volunteer organizations, but we also plan 3 big events throughout the year, and so Change the Status Quo is our biggest event, and we're really,
Very
really
nice.
excited for it this
Yeah.
year. It's our 11th annual, and basically it's a conference for anyone to attend, students, community members, whoever, to gain something that they can take and make a change in the world. Like, we really encourage them to have something that they can take away and actually, better themselves or better their community.
Yeah.
So it consists of a keynote speaker, and this year his name's Danny Kim, and he's actually a Cal Poly alumni. And he's a motivational speaker, and he speaks to people's strengths and how to best use them to find your passion in life, and how to use it to the best of your ability. And then we also have 25 different workshops that are going on at 4 slots throughout the day, so you can pick 4 of them, and they all are put on by community members, professors, students, people that are just passionate about something that they want to share. And each workshop, we have a goal for each workshop to give the students or the attendees to take away something that they can actually make a change in
Very
their
nice.
life. Yeah.
Yeah,
so it's really fun.
I was fortunate enough to attend last year, and as you were mentioning, I think one of the greatest things about this conference is that you leave just ready to take on the world. I think I went to a number of sessions last year, and each one was, I think, so different, but they all kind of gave the participants the tools to go out and kind of get involved with these powerful topics and do something with them. So you mentioned the conference is coming up, and there's 25 different sessions.
Mm-hmm.
You said go into a little bit more about what kind of topics you might be covering.
Well, some of the things that we'll be covering, like a lot of times we'll cover social justice issues, environmental issues, or anything sort of questioning gender role. And so we kind of try to pick a variety, so in case someone just wants to go simply to look for environmental issues that they can, get their perspective on. We try to cater to those and make them spread out throughout the entire slots and everything.
Okay, yeah.
So if I want to simply go to environmental, I can go to one each session.
Very cool.
As opposed to having an entire slot with just environmental things.
Right,
So,
yeah.
But we do try to vary it, so then if someone wants to try to get a variety, they can go to whichever ones they want to.
Right on. And so how as a student or as a community member, how do you sign up for this? How do you make sure that there's a spot at the table for you? Maybe what sort of things we need to do to sign up?
Well, we have a website up and running, and it has registration on it. And if you just go to scs.calpoly.edu and click on Change of Status Quo on the right-hand side, you can register. And it's going to be a conference of about 300 attendees, so it's pretty big, and you'll definitely want to reserve your spot, as you said. But it's also, you get a lot out of it, and it's $10 for students and faculty, and $20 for community members. But you get a lot of you get the whole conference itself and like what you take away, as you said. But you also get breakfast and lunch. You get a swag bag, like a reusable bag, and a pen, and our program. And then at the end of the conference, we have a resource fair where you get a raffle ticket and you can win a shirt and like some other prizes. And so it's pretty much really worth your money.
Very nice. And who are some of the names we might expect to see at this resource fair following the event?
Some people that we'll be having are SAFER, the Gender Equity Center, Multicultural Center, some community members from SLO Coalition Biking, and kind of emerging green professionals.
Yeah.
And kind of.
It's pretty much all of the workshop presenters are welcome to come. So whatever organization they're with, or if it's just something that they're personally interested in, can go to the resource fair. And then we also invite other nonprofit organizations. So it's really, we try to reach out to every group in SLO that can help make our conference better in some way. So.
Right on. And we actually have another audience question. We're interested, how can students get more involved with some of these community and campus resources that they might meet at the conference?
During the different workshops, the workshop presenter will kind of give them different ways that they can, and a lot of them will kind of offer them possible opportunities to get involved with them. So if say they went to the SLO Coalition Biking one and they really want to get more involved with it, they usually have a sign up for volunteers, or if you're interested in more information, then they can do it that way.
Very nice. And so maybe what brought you to kind of interest in SCS, Student Community Services, and in Change the Status Quo? Was it kind of the fairy tale story where you attended the conference and said, I need more of this, or how did you two get involved with this?
Well, for me, I've done community service since I was really little, and so I took a break my freshman year, just so I can make friends and everything, and kind of really get the full college experience. And then in my second year, I was I really want to do something, and I really miss doing all the things I need to do. And one of my friends who was actually a program director at the time told me of a position that was open with Student Community Services, and so I applied, and I didn't get the position I applied for, but I actually got a different position. So I kind of get introduced to it that way, and then
right on.
I just fell in love with it, and
yeah,
I work for them.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
Dan, and you?
That's pretty much the same for me. I felt a greater need to connect to my campus and students. So some of my friends were in the organization, and they told me about it, and I just thought it sounded really amazing. And so I've been involved with it for this is my third year now. So
right on.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you both for coming on the show today. It was a pleasure to have you both. We very much are looking forward to the conference next weekend. Let's have a big round of applause for Diane and Jeffrey from SCS. Thank you. That's already penciled on your schedule, I assume.
No,
right?
oh, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it last year. It was great.
Did you?
Yeah. Almost too much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a shame that it ended,
That's good.
Yeah.
I think that's what all the planning and hard work goes for. So it's really nice to get good feedback
Absolutely.
like that.
Yeah.
And actually, the title reminded me of that song from High School Musical, "Change or Stick to the Status Quo." Okay, all right.
The reference is lost on
I
me. but yeah.
guess so. I guess so. So I don't know. Maybe if they had some music going, or maybe that song could play.
Sounds like we're almost
During
giving
lunch.
Jeff and Diane something to walk away
I
with.
know.
Right?
I know. So stick to
Little
the
bug in
status
your ear,
quo.
yeah.
Yeah. Just trying to make it. All right. Well, I think that's our show for today.
Sadly, it's come to an end. Yet
I
again.
know, but hey, at least we got to reconnect. It's been a while, so
That
good
it
luck
has.
on Valentine's Day.
Gee, thanks. Yeah, now that I need it.
I hope it works. Hey, I mean, maybe if you ask me after the show, like, you know.
Updates to come about
Yeah.
our Valentine's Day plans.
Yeah. So the next episode is
We get to
gonna
do
be
another one?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
It's actually
about.
on. It's right before a national holiday. I don't know if you're aware.
Oh, boy.
It's on March 7th.
Yep. And what's March
The
8th,
national
Ashley?
holiday is my birthday, which is
course.
March 8th.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a great episode. I can already tell.
Yeah.
So please send us questions at orientations@calpoly.edu. Presents can be sent to my home address. I can give you that later. And we also have a Facebook page, facebook.com/CPSLO Poly Live, aka facebook.com Cal Poly Slow Poly Live. It'll be at the bottom of the screen.
Yes, it will. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you for tuning in at home. We'll see you next time again, March 7th at 7 p.m. 6 p.m. March 7th at 6 p.m. I have a hot date at 7. We'll see you all at 6. Thanks for coming, everybody.